So you've probably heard that sitting is bad for you, but did you know that it's stressing you out? Do you know why it's stressing you out? You're about to learn. All right, so think of your body like a car. It's idling in a garage when you're seated. The engine is still running, but it's not going anywhere. Under the hood, your diaphragm is still trying to work, but because you're seated, it can't lengthen properly. This traps you in a shallow breathing pattern, and that keeps your nervous system on edge. Your ribs and hips create a foundation that lets your diaphragm travel. If that foundation collapses, like when you slouch, your diaphragm can't really move efficiently anymore. This is where those internal obliques and that transverse abdominis start to come in. We talked about them before, but they help create the support your body needs to breathe properly. Here's something most people don't realize. When you sit too much, it changes how you stand and how you walk. If you're always on your toes, your nervous system stays on high alert. So when you lose that connection with your heels, you tend to be more sympathetic. You have no idea how hard it is to find a free stock image that shows standing posture that is actually accurate. Most of the time they just show a straight back. That's not the case, but if you look at this is actually a good one. Anyways, continue. Stressed. So, learning how to find those heels again is a really simple way to become more parasympathetic. And here's another problem. When you sit all day, you tend to extend through your lower back to reach your screen. And because your eyes follow your head, you double extend. Your lower back arches and your head juts forward. This tightens your lats and reinforces stress, locking you into a fight or flight state. We may extend for stability, but we breathe in flexion. So when we lose this relationship, we lose our ability to properly regulate stress and maintain efficient movement. All right, so the key takeaways there are any amount of sitting is unfortunately not good for us. So we need to find ways to just sit less in general. And then 2, we have to figure out, because of that sitting, we've all had a tendency to come up on our toes, and that toes causes a stress response in people. And so we need to learn how to shift back into our heels with core function. A lot of people are going to hear this video and they're just going to start shifting back on their heels. Remember, it all comes back to whether or not it's supported with an underlying core that's doing its job. So we've got to learn how to relax, and we've got to learn how to breathe. All right, and so with the completion of those 4 videos that I'm going to release right now, I think I've kind of opened up a Pandora's box. Meaning, so if you haven't gone back and look at the intro, what is parasympathetic drive, how does breathing work just in general, when you put all those things together, and a lot of those things had a lot of underlying problems that each person is going to have some questions about. And so at this point, I wanted to open up the floor. The comments are probably going to come in. Hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? Now is your opportunity to kind of open up the dialogue, and we start to say, okay, what is making us more sympathetic? And how do we become more parasympathetic, Coach Chris? And that will be my job moving forward, and we'll go from there. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have. Like and subscribe down wherever it is. And thanks for hanging out with me. I super appreciate it.